Greetings, traveler. Come warm yourself by the fire and let us regale you with mighty tales, tales of adventure, tales of heroism, tales of Tamriel. I am your host, Aggelos, and with me this evening, the one, the only Arkhaniir Silvershield. How are you, buddy?
As you would probably guess, I'm sleepy, but I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
Doing pretty good, buddy. I know it's I was gonna say late, but I guess technically it's early over there.
It's early.
It's very early. I see. Yeah. Well, anyway, before we begin the show, I gotta say, first off, that awesome intro music that you heard at the start of the show was brought to you by the amazingly talented Family Jewels. You can hear this cover, which is the Elder Scrolls medley, as well as a lot of his other amazing video game covers over at youtube.com/FamilyJewels7x. Definitely check him out. He's done some amazing stuff. And I pretty much love all of it, hence why, I reached out and I'm like, dude, can we use that? And, and there we are. Here we are. Another shout out I really got to give is I was emailed by a very dedicated fan who brought something to my attention that I wanted to highlight because it's for a good cause. Okay, so this gentleman who I will call, it's Voodoo Yaga, also known as Platypus, I guess is his in-game name possibly, or his account name. I'm not really sure on that. That's how he signed the letter. Anyway, he is a very avid listener from Germany, and they are getting ready to do a special charity drive for a charity called Special Effect. If you're not really sure what that is, Special Effect is an array of, as my cat gets in the way. Hello, Khajiit. Hello. Anyway, it's an array that is supposed to allow people with disabilities the ability to play video games, such as, tracking. I guess it's like eye tracking and voice controllers and stuff to help people with disabilities, to enjoy video games. So now there's a number of different companies that kind of do this thing. Some of them are less game enjoyment, have, a less game enjoyment specific focus, as he says here. But as a group of gamers, his guild, they want to jump at a chance to work with Special Effects. So what is happening here? He has a small social guild on the EU PS4 mega server called Snowborn, okay? And they've chosen to raise money by participating in a 24-hour gaming marathon, which actually begins on Friday the 13th, and that's in October. So it's October the 13th, 2017, at 8 p.m. UK time. That's what he has marked on here. So they're going to be doing a number of small in-game events for anyone who's on the EU PS4, and anyone who wants to participate, that would be awesome. You can reach out to them. I'll actually have their contact information in the description of this podcast, so you can go ahead and check out some of the stuff that they're going to do. If you can't actually make it and participate in the 24-hour stream, there will also be a link for the Just Giving pledge page. So if you want to help support gamers with disabilities, you can go ahead and check out that page, which is justgiving.com/fundraising/snowborn. That, again, will also be in the description of the podcast. So, yeah, definitely go support charity. We all love video games. That's why we're here, right? Like, that's what we do. And it's neat that people with physical disabilities can enjoy these games as much as we do. So definitely check that out. And that would be really, really awesome. We have a lot to go over tonight. Not much in the news section, but both Arkhaniir and I have a lot of tales to go over. We've got a little bit of news to go over, and of course, Sermon 11 of the 36 Lessons of Vivec is coming up, and I'm telling you, folks, it's getting saucy. So sit back and get ready to enjoy that. But before we get to all the fun stuff, it's time for Tales of Tamriel, where we get to go over what we've done in-game this week. Ark, why don't you go ahead and go first?
Alright, so, as you all probably know, Clockwork City DLC hit BTS, and I jumped in there to check the world. Not to do any quests, not to do any, story things or trial and whatnot, just to see the world. And what I had in mind is that I would, walk around for about an hour and then go play PUBG or something. Well, that didn't work because they made the thing very beautiful. It might be my favorite zone now in terms of how good looking it is, because everything is metal. Even the trees are metal, and they shine. Like when the sun hits it, they shine, and I love it, and it makes perfect screenshots. And my plan of 1 hour trip turned into a 3 hour screenshot taking stuff. So
I know they showed on ESO Live, was it not this week, but it was last week, where they started showing off the Clockwork City. And I know we talked about it briefly last episode, but I do agree with you, Ark. Like, even from seeing the live stream, and I hopped on the BTS as well, and I was playing around on there for a little bit. Not long. I didn't do 3 hours, because obviously I didn't want to ruin any story for myself, so I was just running around, looking around at different stuff, and I still can't get over the fact that they, well, and in a good way, right? Normally, whenever I say that, it's, prefaced normally a bad thing that Zos is doing, but I love the way they're handling the lore of the Clockwork City and how you actually access it. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, the 3 hours that I spent, I didn't do any quests or anything, by the way. It was just sightseeing for 3 hours. Because, I mean, one thing, I'm not familiar with anything in Clockwork City. Like, I don't know the lore, I don't know why it's like that, I don't know the materials, I don't know the style, so it's all new to me. So that's one interesting part. And the fact that they made it so beautiful, that it looks beautiful overall. I love it.
Well, you've been playing Morrowind, too. Have you gotten to the Clockwork City portion of Morrowind? Now, obviously...
No.
Okay, because you don't actually get to that until... do you have, like, the Game of the Year edition or anything?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah. The Tribunal expansion is where you actually get to see the Clockwork City, I believe.
Yeah,
I don't think...
Last time I left Morrowind, I was doing some quests for the greedy Ashlanders.
Yeah.
That ripped me off to talk to them, so... I should get back to it, actually. I raided their sacred tombs or whatever.
Well, maybe that's why they don't like you.
No, they made me angry first.
Oh, okay.
I looted everything they had in their ancient sacred whatever place. It's payment.
Retribution.
For what they took from me. Yeah, retribution.
I got you. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just really curious, like, when you get to the Clockwork City in Morrowind, because I think that'd be really neat to see.
I mean, it's very long time away from happening because I have to complete the main story first and whatnot.
Do you? I mean, if you want to, you can. Have you been attacked by Dark Brotherhood yet?
Oh yeah, I've been farming money off them. There are cells for
that's actually the breadcrumb quest that leads you to into Mournhold, actually.
Yeah, but I'm not doing them because I want to do the main first. Because if I get lost in side quests and DLCs in Morrowind, that game will take forever to complete. So I want to at least get the main quest out of the way. So
okay. I was going to say it's still going to take
So I can
forever.
say I played Morrowind.
Okay. All right. I got you. I understand completely because I know after you attack or get attacked and you survive, presumably, like the very next thing in your journal pretty much just says, hey, go speak to any guard, like any ordinator, and then they send you off to, start that quest line. So,
well, one day.
One day soon.
Yeah,
I got you.
So that's all I did in Clockwork City. I checked out the both houses. That the one that comes to Hrothgar, which is very nice. It's like another Falkreath Hall style. It doesn't have any rooms or anything. It's just a very big hall. So if you're So yeah, it's not like house. Like there is not a place to put beds and whatnot. But
Yeah.
if you have a guild and you want a guild hall, that's one option.
See,
But
I feel no. I was gonna say I feel like they're missing an opportunity with like that guild hall that we talked about already before, like the big hall. If you were somehow able to get materials that you could match identically, like floors and create walls and stuff like that, then it wouldn't be such a big deal, right? Because then you could create a room upstairs. Like, didn't I remember streaming it with you and saying, hey, what you could do is you could essentially build a second floor, because you can kind of get up there, but you can't remove the banisters. You can't find a floor that looks good. You can put like, what is it, the planks down there, but that doesn't look good, because the planks are designed to be like an outdoor or a very rustic thing, and you have all these beautiful carved beams, and then you have like the essentially plywood planks over top of it. It's just it doesn't look good. It just doesn't. And if they added floor items or anything like that to make it, that you could match the floor, you could create your own floor and walls, and that would be so much better.
Maybe they will do it. You never know. They'll run out of stuff eventually, and they will have to add all kind of weird stuff. And maybe in all those weird stuff, there will be floors. I don't know.
Of all the weird stuff, there will be floors. Okay. Hey, I just got a dwarven pipe cap bolted. I didn't even know you could get dwarven furnishings outside of Cash Shop.
Nope. They drop in the world, actually.
I color me impressed. This is the first time I've actually gotten a dwarven item, and that is really freaking cool. I'm baffled. Like, I'm just, I don't know what's going on here now.
How is this not Crown Store only?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've talked about their Crown Store only stuff, and we know they don't shy away from anything Crown Store only. So I sort of figured that dwarven accessory pack or furniture pack literally was Crown Store only. I didn't know that you could earn it.
The pack is, but the items drop overland.
Well, yeah, but that's one of those things, like, do you want to farm the recipes, or do you just want to buy and have the pieces? Okay, I got you. That I don't care, but I thought if you wanted anything Dwemer related, you had to, get that pack, but apparently you don't, and that's my own ignorance. I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest.
Well, now you know.
Now I do know. Yeah. And I see. Oh dear heaven! I've pronounced your name before in chat. And hello, chat room. By the way, I forgot to say hello to our awesome chat room. We got quite a few people out there today. It's really awesome. I need the phonics, sir. Okay, yeah. I would totally decorate with dwarven furnishings. Yeah, I actually really like those as well. And I was contemplating buying one of the orc strongholds, because they're that stone everything. And I was thinking what I could do is then put the Dwemer pipes and essentially recreate my Markarth home from Skyrim.
Oh.
Because, that one had all the Dwemer pipes. Yeah. But, yeah.
It would take a lot of farming. Get
it
that
would.
Many.
It definitely would. I'm not downplaying the amount of farming that would be required, but I still find it very cool that you can even get Dwemer for Ika Sugami. Okay, cool. Sorry. As soon as I was like, oh, I'm going to repeat what they say in chat. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, there's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce that name. The last time I did it, they were kind enough to present me with the phonics spelling of it, so that way I could sound it all out. And this time I did not have that aid, and therefore it would have been terrible. So,
must be weird for, like, I didn't think of it before, but like Turkish and Japanese has very similar pronunciations. So it's like when I see it, it's easy. But then if I think in English, that word doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. The structure is different in English, so it just doesn't naturally come out that way. Anyway, regardless, awesome. Thank you for coming back. All right, continue, Ark. I'm sorry.
So the other house is the Clockwork, the observatory. Now this is not a house, as well. Even the name says it's an observatory. And during daylight, it's not really impressive, but during nighttime, you can see like there is this orb, a sapphire or whatever that is, the orb-like structure.
Yep.
Which is turning around all the way, like the gears are all turning and whatnot, and you can see the sky with all the stars, and then there is the Clockwork City's own gears turning in the sky, as you know, like the outer, I guess, shell of Clockwork City. So it gives a very nice, very beautiful look to it. The problem is it's very small. Like it only has one room and then the observatory part. But if you are getting this house,
you're getting it for the
observatory. For that observatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. Like if it's not Crown Store only, or if it's affordable Crown Store only, not limited time or whatever, I might actually get this.
I'm actually with you on that one. I mean, I won't buy it Crown Store because I'm not buying crowns anymore. But if it's in game, I will definitely because I've given up on the Hrothgar or whatever the high hold.
Pinnacle.
No, the high hold, the Falkreath one, only because, like I said, until they add floor that actually looks good, I can't use that place. I mean, I already have the Daggerfall Overlook, and that has all the nice rooms and stuff that I like. And even though it's not the Nordic Hall that I'd prefer, I can't work with that Nordic Hall. I can't do it. So, I mean, I've given up on that one in the meantime. So, cool.
So that was the Clockwork City part, my tales. And there is the Imperial City Night that kind of upset me. Now, the other night, yesterday night, I'm not sure. One night.
Tuesday night. Tuesday night is Imperial. Okay. Well, no, is it Tuesday? No, it's Thursday. Thursday night was when I ran Imperial City Night. I think Stormlords took that over. So yeah, Thursday night is Imperial City. Tuesday night is Dungeons in the DCN Guild on the US PC Mega server. So if anyone is, of course, interested in joining that guild, you can send me an in-game mail at Aggelos, Aggelos, or at Stormslord, Stormzlord. In-game mail is enough to suffice, and we'll get you invites. So, sorry, I felt like, hey, that's perfect. You talked about the guild.
You've been so distant from ESO that you just called your own guild that guild.
Well, no, that guild.
You just did. You just said if you're interested in joining that guild.
Well, yeah, because we have multiple guilds in multiple games, so specifically that guild. Yeah, I mean, there we go.
Wow.
Yeah. English. Funny language, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
It really is. It's really weird. But
so as you said, Stormlords were doing the Imperial City Night event, and I decided to join as well and stream it in the meantime. Now, I haven't done anything ESO related in a while, especially PvP. So it felt kind of weird, but there were some notable moments. First of which is I realized Stormlords is an Altmer.
What?
Yes.
I didn't even
got there. I entered the Imperial City, and there he was, an Altmer, pointy ears with yellow skin, and a beard to add to the insult.
Hold on, I gotta kick someone from the guild here real quick. Where's he at?
But it's not all. Wait. You have more people to kick.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then,
I'm ready.
Guess what robot says?
What?
My healer is an Altmer.
All right. Hold on, kicking her
We have
too.
Altmers in our midst, Ag.
She's online
our
right
absence.
now. Look at this. We're gonna remove from guild.
In our absence, Wings of Fate was taken over by Altmers and Crown Crate Lover.
Is there a disband guild?
Just disband.
I'm just disbanding the whole thing. It's over. It's. Yep. Nope. It's done. That's it.
No point of turning.
No, it's non-redeemable at this point. It's over.
So yeah, I mean there are Altmers, but I said okay. I mean, it's our fault that we haven't been logging in too much and letting people play with Altmers.
I don't think it's our fault. I think it's Zoss's fault.
Kinda is.
No,
How
it's Zoss's fault. It's
For
definitely
putting Altmers in the game in the first place.
well that and a bunch of their other policies that anyway.
Oh well, I mean yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not on my end. I don't log in because I'm not awake at nights anymore. That's
no. That's not
I mean,
my problem.
Zoss is giving me free crates.
Oh.
Even though little by little, I like free stuff. Okay, I'm happy with it.
We'll
Even though
talk
I
about
didn't
that later. But did you log in? Did you get the crown crates on both mega servers, or did you actually have to?
I forgot to do it on North American side, like the first one.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't get it on both. You had to log into each.
Oh
server
yeah.
to do
I
it.
had
Okay.
to log in on both servers. Like the
Okay.
first time with the crown crates, the first free crates, I did log in on both servers, but this time I forgot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. All right.
Yeah. So anyway, we even though the group leader was an Altmer, I said, okay, well, there's nothing to do. I came all the way here, so why not? Maybe I'll find some Altmers to kill. So we went up to the sewers. No, not the sewers. We went up to the districts to do the world bosses. One of which was stuck in a wall. I don't know how, but it was able to attack us, but we weren't able to attack it without AoEs. I don't know how it got there. But eventually we decided, okay, we can't get this. We completed the districts and went down the sewers.
Okay.
We went all the way to Molak Bal, at the center. We killed it twice. Not a single Altmer. And then while we were doing the outer portals, 2 Altmers came by. And obviously they ran away, unfortunately. So basically we ended the event. But during the event, Lord Obi messaged and said, okay, I'm doing a house for Wings of Fate to use for dueling and whatnot. So he apparently made something like an arena. Have you seen his house?
I haven't, but he actually messaged me about it. He texted me the other day about about his arena, and I actually need to do that. In fact, you know what? He's online right now. I'm going to his house.
Actually, I'm going to turn on the game as well because there's something I'm going to talk about.
I'm
So
logging.
Okay, I'm actually not going to wait for you to actually get to his house, but you should do so.
I'm already
so
teleporting.
You're already teleporting? Okay, well, I'll wait then. I'll wait for you to see the structure so I can explain what I did. So, you know how I spend most of my time in ESO just jumping around?
Yeah.
Right? Like trying to get on top of things, trying to like jump from one place to another. So Obi apparently made his house so that people would be trapped.
What in creation
Inside
just
the
happened
arena.
here? There's giant spikes everywhere.
See, that's supposed to be Grand Island top away or whatever that island is.
Yeah.
But as you can see, he made it a very nice Cold Harbor-ish thing.
It's
Great.
wow.
Now, apparently his aim was to keep people inside. But as the professional jumper around, as I am, I managed to get out. Now, Obi obviously teleported in and started patching up the places that that we jumped outside.
Okay.
And then I found another place, and he patched it up as well. Then I found another place. I still have a couple places that he doesn't know, I think. I'm going to log in and...
Oh, I see Lord Obi right now.
Oh, he's there? I don't know the last...
Dance Redguard.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of dancing Redguard involved, by the way, during Imperial City event, obviously. It's a... Okay, I forgot the saying, so...
Gotcha. I had to tell him I'm like showing off your house on stream. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Basically, the end of my story is that all those time spent jumping around finally paid off, because I won't be contained in that arena, and I will just jump over and over and over and again, and I will annoy Lord Obi. And that was the last thing I did in terms of Elder Scrolls Online this week. I'm teleporting in right now.
I'm looking at the Telvanni throne, that growth thing, and oh my goodness, I really freaking like that. That is really awesome. Wow, I want one of those now, but it feels like it needs to be in a Bosmer house. Anyway, all right. So is that the end of what you've done in Tamriel?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, in Skyrim, I just started the Dawnguard quest line again, but that's it. Like, I didn't get anywhere.
Okay. All right. So for me, obviously, I've done very little ESO. Okay, like very little. Mostly because at this point, as some people may know or they may not know, it's regardless. It is getting close to, well, it actually is officially autumn now here in the Northern Hemisphere. And every autumn, early winter is Skyrim time for me. So I've restarted Skyrim. That's what I've been doing. And I am doing it on the hardest difficulty because that's what I do. And then I also, I don't do a lot of mods. I don't like, I know it's weird. I barely mod my game at all. I think the only thing I've actually done was I added like unread books glow so that I know what books I've collected and which books I haven't. Hey, it's Ark.
There I am.
And that is literally all I do is that very specific thing. Actually, oh, okay. Oh, he built. Okay, I see. I'm looking at the arena thing now for where we're at. Oh, this is where the island is. It's in Topol Bay? Oh, I didn't even realize that. Yep. I thought it was somewhere north of Stone Falls. Interesting.
Actually, someone yesterday gave the same reaction to it after seeing it on map. I think it was Robot or someone. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what I feel about it. Yeah, no, I thought it was... And Scooter in chat, oh, I see a little facial hair. Yes, I'm growing my beard back. I am ashamed not to have a beard, and I was trimming my facial hair, and any men here will know, and maybe some women, I don't know, I'm not sexist. Some women can grow better facial hair than I can. It's actually kind of sad. I was trimming, and I made the fatal mistake of butchering it to the point where I'm like, there's no saving it. So I just was like, I'm shaving and starting over. So I look like a terrible Altmer, like legit Altmer, and that's awful. So, I mean, here we are. I'm growing it back, and that's the plan because I need to have my beard, and I miss it. So, unread books glow. I do a few water textures and a few high def texture packs. And that's really about it. I don't like using...
By the way, are you playing Special Edition or the original one?
Special Edition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Special Edition. And I'm obviously doing a few other add-ons to further enhance with even greater textures. So yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. So you getting off the cart, and I made an Altmer. No, I'm just kidding. Who in the world would ever do that? No, I made my Nord. That's what I do. I make my Nord, and I start
Dragon Knight.
Altmer
the heresy.
I know, it's just wrong. It's so wrong. So yeah. So obviously, the first thing you do, you get off the cart, you go through the whole thing, and our good buddies. And normally, and this is the thing that I normally do. I am always following Ulfric. Like, I always do Stormcloaks. I'm going Empire this time, actually.
I tried doing that. With my current playthrough. And I get the idea of Imperials and what. I just couldn't do it. It just doesn't feel right.
And it's actually funny, like the Stormcloaks for me, yes, I love the Stormcloaks, but I obviously love the Imperials. I have a love addiction with the Roman Empire. I just love it. So the idea of the entire empire here being almost a carbon copy, right? I mean, everything according to infrastructure and everything is a carbon copy. I can't disregard that, and so that's pretty much where I went. So after that first quest, obviously the start, and then you go through the entire the underground to escape Helgen, and it's really funny because on the hardest difficulty, oh my goodness, that bear is so hard to kill on the hardest difficulty. Like, I think I probably spent 45 minutes in that cave just trying to get out.
I mean, bears are known to be stronger than
you're right, and obviously I my goal is I am doing my Templar, but in kind of an interesting way. I'm wearing heavy armor, but I'm specking out Magicka, right? That's the plan right now. I'm just I have a one-handed Imperial sword. And that's it. Like, and I'm wearing like the Imperial armor I got out here because literally, I've been playing this game. I probably put about 4 hours into it already, and I've not even made it to River Run yet. So, if that gives you an idea of the difficulty, and because I'm also exploring some stuff around, I'm collecting things. So the idea is one-handed swords, because that's what I like, and it also because Dawnbreaker, right? So I get Dawnbreaker, and then I'm using Restoration Magic in the other hand. Restoration Magic and wards, so I'll be warding for spells and things of that nature. So that's actually what I've been working on, is getting my Restoration Magic up, right? And I've been out farming around and collecting some stuff, and right now it's been doing a lot of mining and to get ore, because I got to get my crafting up, right? Because that's what I do. Because it's too good, especially when you get to the end, getting like that Daedric armor and like double enchanting it and stuff like that. So I literally made it down. What is the name of that? As you're walking down the road from Helgen towards river, the river hole, the River Run, I think. Why am I thinking? I want to say River Run, but for some odd reason, I keep thinking Game of Thrones. I'm almost positive that's what it's called.
Riverwood.
Riverwood. Okay, not River Run. Okay.
Yeah.
As you're walking down, there's that one mine, that one cave off to, I guess, like as you're coming down the hill off to your right-hand side. And I've been actually in there farming the people. Because they're really strong, so I've been kiting them around. And I'm not even killing them. I'm kiting them around so that I can get my one-handed sword skill up. That's what I've been working on. Because right now, I'm just dying every 3 seconds. Like, it's a lot of save and reload. Because those guys are really, 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 really tough. So that's what I've actually been working on, is going through that. I actually kind of got lost and ended up outside the first dragon temple, I guess it is the first dragon temple where our favorite mage sends you to pick up the tablet, and I tried to run back.
First dragon temple? What?
Yeah, it's not a dragon temple, but it's the tomb where you go and you find your first dragon priest to get the
Burrows,
Bleak Fall Barrow?
Bleak Falls.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, I'm getting crushed. I got all the way up to where the Draugr pops out, and that Draugr is wrecking me. I couldn't even grab everything. I just was like, that's it. And I backtracked back out, and I made it back down the hill. So my goal here, obviously, is to get to Riverwood, sell some of my stuff that I've been packing, because obviously I need money at this point, and get to a Whiterun and get my first house, right? Because I need to start stockpiling goods, because I pick up everything, right? I just pick up everything. Let's see here. All right, so you're saying for me to come back to the house, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
No, not.
I escaped his walls once again.
Nice. So that's pretty much what I've been doing in Tamriel, is restarting and replaying Skyrim. So, I actually think after I get to Whiterun, I never start the Dovahkiin quest. That's always like the last quest I do. But I probably should go and at least unlock the first dragon. Because did you know that the dragons won't appear until after that first one attacks the tower? I didn't know that before. Like, one of the first times, I made it to like a really, really high level, and I've made it all the way through, and I'm just like, wow, I'm not spawning any dragons of any kind. It makes it kind of hard to make the dragon bone armor or anything like that, right? And then, they don't spawn. But then I go in and I spawn them. But by that point in time, I'm already pretty high level. So the dragons that are spawning are like the dragon dreadlords. Like the elder dragons, I guess it is. I'm like, what in the world is going on here? And of course, the elder dragons always are so insanely difficult. So, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've also been thinking about jumping back into Oblivion, and then I thought, I'll play a good game. I
mean,
I said that to hurt you. Did it work?
You want to start a fight?
Apparently, yeah. Like that's what I'm thinking.
Then again, what would you know? You think Sexplar is a good build?
It is a good build, man. I'm just saying, it's the best build. It's absolutely the best build. See, I didn't.
Normally I would have a comeback, but I'm so tired and sleepy that my brain cannot process it.
Scooter's like, how dare you?
He's right.
See, I'm just varying up what I say, because normally if I make the Sexplar comments, you're ready for those. So now I'm throwing in Oblivion jabs too, and now you're just like thrown for a loop.
Yeah.
Seriously though, Oblivion sucks. All right, so Ark, I'm here. So before we started our next stuff, what are you showing me here in Obi's house?
Look up to your left.
Oh, my left?
Yeah.
All right. I see floating tree.
No.
Oh.
Look where
dance right. Is Obi losing his mind right now trying to figure out how you got up there?
I don't know. I mean, he patched up a lot of these stuff, but I still have a few places I can escape this arena. I'm not letting him know.
I'm gonna
there's no way you can get up here from there. It doesn't work.
All right, I'm gonna find a way. Does the lava hurt? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
You can't even walk up it.
There's an invisible wall, at the lava.
That's a shame. All right. So before we go ahead and move on to the news section, we got to first give a little shout out to our newest Patreon supporter, Rick. Hold on. Rick Rourke. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name. Thank you so much for supporting us over at patreon.com/Dungeon Crawler Network. That is how we fund everything we do over here, how we get to do all this fun stuff, and we continue to bring you weekly content, and not just one show, but multiple. So if you enjoy that, even as little as $1 a month over there gets you access to all of our stuff early. That goes the same for anyone who subscribes to us via Twitch. We have a subscribe button over there. Everyone gets... Oh, you're gonna... All right. I'm not even wearing PvP gear at this point, but... Oh, and my build's all messed up, but that's okay. Yeah, so
This is for saying Oblivion sucks.
Well, I mean, it does, so...
Oh, I'm dying. Whoa.
Yeah,
I did not expect that.
I mean, that's what happens, right? There we go. I don't even have any ultimates on this character. Like, this doesn't have any ultimates. Oh, that does. But, now I'm under the ground. I'll have to reduel you, but I need to actually change my build, my bar, because my bar right now is my leveling bar, so I have shield skills on it because I have nothing else. I'm just gonna shield skill it. So there we go. Boop. No, is that what I need? No, it's not what I need.
Obi in Guild Chat says Oblivion was the best, and I agree.
Oblivion is not the best, but anyway,
it is.
Feel free to support us over there. All right. I got to duel him one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the news. But I got to find him first, because I can't allow him to beat me while I had none of those things up. Yeah.
Come
So,
with me, bro.
I'm going to have to edit the podcast and take this out of here, because it's gonna just awful noise right now.
Oh, I got under, my camera went under for a second. Oh, I don't have food. Oh, that's not good.
Well, you don't have any food on at all?
Yeah, I have. I just didn't eat it, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I went under. I'm stuck under the rocks now. My camera is right under
that's
the
what
rocks.
happened to me when I died too. That was it.
No, but it happened before I died.
I
respawned and I'm still stuck under the rocks. And there's water here. I'm stuck under the...
You're drowning underneath the water. That's pretty funny.
I guess Obi needs to do some...
Obi needs to fix a few things. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll right on into the news, which I have to pull up here. First off, in the news, we have Reaper's Harvest and the free crown crates. Now, obviously, the free crown crates are over, but what they had done was if you had logged in and killed any monster during, was it last weekend? I think it was.
Last weekend and plus Friday, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and open this right now. You would be eligible to get yourself a crown crate. So you get up to 3 of them, which, it's actually funny because didn't the last time they give us 5?
Yes.
So what? Too many people got 5, and now we're not allowed.
Yeah.
That's you guys got too many crown crates the last time, so now you only get 3. That doesn't seem right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, free crown crates. And Reaper's Harvest. Now, of course, they're adding the new season of crown crates has started. And Reaper's Harvest. Is that the Halloween? No, that's not the Halloween event. Why am I thinking Halloween event? Help me out. I mean,
it's the Halloween-themed crown crates, but not the event itself yet.
Gotcha. That's what I got confused on. And I went to type in I got the age gate. And I typed in today's date, so now I'm denied. So until I clear my cache, I'm not going to be able to get to the ESO website because it thought I was born today, apparently. I don't know. Maybe some people might think that. All right.
Starting early.
Starting early, yep. All right. So, and next up on the list, obviously, the Clockwork City Adventure Guide was released. Art, can you tell us a little bit about this?
Okay, so it basically, like the article itself, basically explains what's in Clockwork City and what are they all about. There are a few things like dells and whatnot. The Brass Fortress is obviously the center of Clockwork City and is the hub, like central hub where you can get the quests, where NPCs are and things like that.
Gotcha.
Then there's the Mechanical Fundament, which I don't know what is. Do you want me to quickly read them or just mention them?
No, that's fine. You
Okay, so the Mechanical Fundament is the maintenance tunnels and subterranean chambers beneath the Brass Fortress contain a mad assortment of clockwork mechanisms and computational contraptions. So basically it's I guess maintenance tunnels and, well, it does say maintenance tunnels. So
yeah.
So that's one thing. The Halls of Regulation is the artificial environment of the Clockwork City. No, wait, this is just the beginning of the sentence. The artificial environment of the Clockwork City must maintain a precarious balance to exist, and it is the Halls of Regulation that maintain its breathable air and potable water. Oh, I didn't know that, actually.
Oh.
I thought Sorasil just, I don't know, brought air and water.
Nope, he's not that cool.
Imported. So he made a device that purifies air and creates clean water. That's cool.
Well, he would have to, because everything else is all oily and gross.
Oh yeah, all the waters are like machine oil.
Yeah.
And the trees are metal. So
Yep.
I guess. But I don't know, still, like, I thought he maybe did some divine stuff too. By the way, is Clockwork City before or after Sorasil achieved? Was Sorasil always this crazy scientist thing, or
pretty
is that
much
after?
No.
Okay.
It's pretty much that's who he is. That's his identity. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But Clockwork City is after his divinity.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Because
okay.
he didn't have he didn't have that power till afterwards. I mean, he's always kind of that little crazy guy, but, you know, in a fascination with all these mechanical and Dwemer-ish things. But, yeah, I don't believe he had the power to actually do anything with the Clockwork City until after he had achieved divinity.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
So the other thing is the Shadow Cleft. Evergloam, the Oblivion realm of Daedric Prince Nocturnal, has manifested a shadowy gateway within the Clockwork City. That's interesting. I guess that's how we will get connected to the main story and things like that in Clockwork City, but I'm not sure.
Probably, yeah. Makes sense.
Then there is the Sanctuary of Verification. So as long as Sorasil exists, he will continue to invent, refine, and improve his experiments and curious. So this is basically like his laboratory. One such experiment created the monstrous war machine, the Imperfect. It's not precisely known how many versions of this controversial war machine has been churned out by Sorasil's factories over the years, but fortunately none have yet escaped the confines of the sanctuary. Is this a thing?
It's actually one of the raid bosses, yes. The Imperfect.
No, I mean the Imperfect as a lore-wise.
Yeah, I believe you actually, if I remember correctly, I think you actually even find one or fight it in Morrowind, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of things, I guess, is lore-friendly with Clockwork City.
Yes.
More than the rest of the game, to be honest.
Yeah, they have a lot in here, so yes, they do.
Okay. So the other one is obviously the Asylum Sanctorium Trial, which, by the way, they showcased it on ESO Live today. Yeah. So if you're interested, it would be archived, so you can watch it again on Bethesda's Twitch, which should be, I think, twitch.tv/Bethesda, I guess.
Yes, that's correct.
Or it might be on their YouTube as well, but I don't know if they export it to YouTube or not. But it should be archived in their video section on Twitch.
Right. Well, see, I don't know if they export it anymore since they went over to Bethesda's official channel, because I don't think that's linked to them. So I don't.
Yeah, might not be. Might not be.
I feel like it's not, but maybe I'm wrong.
So that was the adventure guide thing. It's a longer article. It just explains what all those stuff are, and a little bit of reading in it. So
yeah, no, very cool. It's kind of lore and gives people an idea of what they're gonna find, but it's nothing too crazy. All right, the last little bit of news we have, and I kind of want to touch on it quickly because just like Ark, I'm actually getting tired now because it is getting a little late. Late for me, earlier for him. But the last bit of news is the Skyrim Creation Club.
Yeah,
pretty much announced something earlier that made it seem like a lot of it was very official, right? I think they even had a trailer for it. Essentially, that's what they're calling Skyrim Survival Mode. And while some of us knew what it was ahead of time, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, look, they're developing stuff for Skyrim again," right?
Yep. Which is one of them is me.
One of them is Ark, who thought, hey, they're developing for Skyrim again, only to find out that, of course, this is part of the Creation Club. Now, the Creation Clubs are paid mods, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
So it's a DLC made by someone else. That's the best way of it.
And either like Bethesda official, or if you're interested, you can go ahead and put your mod in Creation Club to be sold as well.
Mm-hmm.
But when they first announced it on E3, most of the mod creators said that they wouldn't be doing that, and they would stick with their donations and Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they are going to put in Creation Club. Well, they did showcase some of the things,
they showcased what it is, and I mean,
which are embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and obviously with Creation Club, I know this was different from when they announced paid mods before, because paid mods before, anyone could have done it. Like, it was just open to anyone, and that they actually, went back on that and said, no, we're not going to do that. Now the Creation Club is them bringing it back, but then more or less making it more of an exclusive club because it's kind of like an invite-only kind of thing. So here we are, and I mean, I don't know. Ark, what are your thoughts on particularly this mod? Is this something that actually interested you?
The survival mod.
Yeah. I mean,
now,
go ahead. As I'm getting eaten by lions. Okay.
Obi just asked me to kill him to see if he goes below the surface. I'm just going to do that. So when I first heard or saw on Twitter the creation, the survival mode, what I expected was that, a survival mode where you try to survive against waves of enemies, like a little funny mode, game mode inside Skyrim. Like I was like, and it said like it's available on Steam beta now, and I was like, okay, I guess that's a new game mode or something like that. And since it was survival, I was expecting like there would be hordes of dragons and whatnot, and you would try to survive. I don't know, fun stuff like that. I thought it could have been fun after playing the story over and over and over and again over the years. Then I was going through Discord, and I linked this to both DCN and Ophelia's Discord, and she apparently read the article and explained under it that it basically is that you don't regenerate health, you have to sleep, you can't use fast travel, there are diseases and whatnot. And I was like, wait, that's realistic needs and diseases mode.
Yeah, and Frostfall. Yeah.
Last Campfire. What the hell? So basically, these are the survival mode is Fallout's hardcore survival mode, where you actually have to try to stay alive. The problem is, well, not a problem, but the thing is, these mods like realistic needs and diseases, eye disease or eye needs, Frostfall, Campfire, these mods existed for free for years on Nexus Mods.
Yeah.
So why now are you trying to sell this with money? I mean, and why? I mean, yeah, okay, try to sell this with money. But here's the thing. First, there is a free alternative option. The second, you are making it sound like you are making something revolutionary. And both of these things are embarrassing for a company that is Bethesda, which, like, for years were the, like, banner studio of RPGs with Elder Scrolls series and Fallout series. I mean, where is that old Bethesda? What are
I don't
they trying to
know.
do?
Ask them with ESO, right? I mean,
ESO is
it's
well,
still
not
controlled by the
directly
same
part of-
company. It's still controlled
ZeniMax.
by ZeniMax Media, and so is Bethesda. And yeah, you're starting to see exactly what they wanted, you to see. Like, this is
they need a coup. They need a coup within the company. Bring Todd Howard to the presidential status within ZeniMax Media. I don't even know if he's all right anymore, but
who knows.
we'll see.
But I mean, here's the thing. Like you said, you mentioned all these mods. If this is all a self-contained thing, you don't have to try to get 6 mods to run. That's pretty neat. I'm curious also if there is, and this is the real big win or lose thing for me. Is the Creation Club QA tested ahead of time? Like, that's... Do they have people who are QAing this stuff before it goes out? In which case, you're not going to have a million crashes and stuff like that. Like, if that were the case...
Bethesda doesn't even Q&A its games.
Touche, well played.
I don't think it does that for the mods.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because, yeah, you're right. Technically speaking, you're right. Yeah, they don't even do it for their normal game. Why would they do it for a mod? I don't know. And that is honestly my big thing. Like, would it be worth it if they did, that? Well, yeah, I think that would be actually really cool, to be honest. But
yeah, but Realistic Needs and Diseases, Frostfall, and Campfire Trio modes all support each other and work without a problem.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't get a compatibility issue with those 3 mods. And since they are like 3 of the most desired mods on Skyrim or Nexus, they are compatible with a lot of mods. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Cool. All right, guys, that was the end of our news for this week. So, I feel like I need to be in a proper place for this. So I'm going to go into the Tribunal Temple.
Stand under Vivec. Just stand in front of
I
Vivec.
still haven't went to Mournhold yet, so I can't get to Vivec. Albeit that would
Oh, right, you still haven't started.
Still haven't started it, yeah.
Do the quest.
I can't until I finish both Dark
I
Brotherhood.
have screenshots to send to you, but I can't.
You could send them to me.
Well, they're spoilers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't spoil. Don't spoil me. But yeah.
But play.
I know. And I've been working I'm on almost the final quest. Ooh, there's Almalexia. I'm gonna stand right next to Almalexia. Hello. How are you? I'm still disappointed how they made her. I mean,
well, it was during their
they're very early.
Yeah.
They could have done so much with her, and they didn't. Anyway. All right. Because guess what it is, guys? It is time for the 36 Lessons of Vivec. Sermon 12. We're on 12. Okay. I'm excited about this one. This one's really cool. Okay. I got to get in the mood for this because I'm going to have to do this all in my normal voice. But this one is a very fun lesson. It's actually one of the few times, which we'll talk about near the end, where a very specific thing is mentioned, which is only alluded to everywhere else. So, the 36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 12. As the Hortator pondered the first lesson of the ruling kings, Vivec wandered into the morning hold and found that Iam was with a pair of lovers. Set had divided himself again. Vivec then leapt through into their likenesses to observe, but he gained no secrets that he did not already know. He left a few of his own behind to make the journey worthwhile. Then Vivec left the capital of Veloth and wandered far into the ash. He found a span of badlands to practice his giant form. He made his feet a less dense material than the divine to keep from falling waist deep into the earth. At this point, the first corner of the House of Troubles, the Prince Molag Bal, made his presence known. Vivec looked upon the King of Rape and said, "How very beautiful you are, that you do not join us." And Molag Bal crushed the warrior poet's feet that were not invulnerable and had legions cleave them off. Mighty fires from the beginning place were brought like nets to hold Vivec, and he let them. "I would prefer," he said, "some kind of ceremony if we are to be married." And the legions that took his feet were summoned again and ordered to begin a banquet. Pomegranates sprang from the badlands and tents were raised. A throng of Velothi mystics came, reading the passages of the severed feet on the ground and weeping upon the scriptures were wet. "We must love each other briefly," Vivec said, "if at all. I am needed to console the Hortator in more important matters because the Dwamari high priest stir up trouble. You may have my head for an hour." Molag Bal rose up and extended 6 arms to show his worth. They were decorated in runes of seduction and its reverse. They were decorated in the annotated calendars of longer worlds. When he spoke, mating monsters fell out. "Where must it go?" he said. "I told you," Vivec said. "I am meant to be the teacher of the king of the earth, Ai Altadun Garuk Padam." With these magic words, the king of rape added another, Kime, which is the secret syllable of royalty. Vivec had what is needed from the Daedroth, and so married him that day. In that hour that Bal had his head, the king of rape asked for proof of love. Vivec spoke 2 poems to show him such, but only the first is known. "I am not sure how much glass it took to make your hair. Twice as much, I am sure, as the oceans have to share. Hell, my sweet, is a fiction written by those who tell the truth. My mouth is skilled at lying, and its alibi a tooth. The sons and daughters of Vivec and Molag Bal number in the thousands. The name of the mightiest is a string of power. Goga Mor Jil Haret I Hum. The ending words is Sylvie. All right, so now we're starting to get into the kinky stuff. I guess that's the best way to say it. It's the kinky stuff.
Should I give a disclaimer about it's not going to be family friendly?
From here on out, yeah, probably not. No, definitely not. I've actually there's an image that I'm going to add onto this that people will be able to see, and it talked about Vivec practicing his giant form, right? And it's funny when you see this because it makes him look like a weird hybrid of Vivec and, of course, a Silt Strider. So, yeah. But the key thing to take away from this sermon is one thing. The magic words, the King of Rape added another, Kime, which is the secret syllable of royalty. This is one of the very first times that the idea of Kime, the secret symbol of royalty, is actually brought forward in a written form, right? And it's odd that Molag Bal is the one who presented it, right? Like, he's the one who told Vivec about the secret symbol of royalty, which we know about later on as it's attributed to Tiber Septim when he becomes Talos. Achieving Kime is what allowed him to achieve his apotheosis, to become Talos. The idea of Kime is to realize that how did they say it? That you are nothing and yet still maintain your sense of self without what they call zero summing. So I know a lot of people talk about Kime as being a very gamey thing, like almost being like a joke from Michael Kirkbride, as knowing that you're in a video game and still realizing that. So the idea of them becoming becoming divine is realizing that they are in a video game, that nothing is real, and yet still maintaining a sense of self. Other people say, yeah, there's a lot of weird, if you're willing to take those outside steps, that also say that it's a vague reference to Creation Club, or not Creation Club, the Creation Kit, which was released with Morrowind, which essentially allowed you to change the game world as if you were, God itself. So therefore, that is some of the, theories around Kime. But if you don't want to get into that meta discussion and you want to refer to it as, a symbol of royalty, learning this magic word or its meaning would somehow present some form of divinity, which in case of Vivec, who makes mention of it, and of course Tiber Septim, who makes mention of it. So that is Sermon 12. And like I said, the main thing here is that there's also going to be some sermons later on that deal with the children of Molag Bal and Vivec. So nice try.
Tried.
Nice try. Nice try. But so there you go. Sermon 12. Come back next week as we dive further in and look at Sermon, 13 at this point. So, Ark, I guess that's the end of our show, man. That's it. It's over. It's over. It's done. And I see Mirnat in chats like, just wow. Like, yeah. The funny thing is, this is where the sermons start getting weird, if they haven't been weird already. But this one is actually what I would consider the G-rated version. They get a lot better later on.
A lot better or a lot weirder or both?
Depends. I mean, some people are really into that. So, yeah, it'd be better for them, right? Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everyone for coming out and watching this episode or listening to this episode of Tales of Tamriel. First off, Ark, where can people find you now?
Pretty much anything with Arkhaniir, because that's a name I made up, and therefore I should come up if you type Arkhaniir in Google. That's Twitter, website, Twitch. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And be sure to give Ark's Twitch a follow. He's been streaming a lot more now, so definitely check that out.
Yes. Although it's not like it's not RPGs or Elder Scrolls content specifically. Yeah. There is like shooters, indies, and whatnot. So all kind of stuff that I play.
He hits on skeletons.
I do. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, when you were playing Undertale, yeah.
That game's amazing.
Hitting on a skeleton. I want to fight. No, flirt. Yeah.
I'm hitting on a skeleton, then skeleton hitting on me back, then friend zoning me.
Yeah.
Weird stuff.
It was ultimately a disappointing end to a battle. Yeah. I want to fight him. I don't want to fight you. I want to flirt with you. All right, I'll flirt back. All right, you're friend zoned. Aw. That's a shame.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. You can follow everything we do, DungeonCrawlerNetwork.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/DungeonCrawlerNetwork, because like Ark, I myself have been streaming a lot recently. Almost every night now. So, I mean, we stream right now. I'm probably going to stream a little bit later after this show as well. So you can come join me there, where I'll probably be playing Guild Wars 2, doing some stuff with a few of our guildies in that guild. But of course, check us out, Twitter at Tales of Tamriel or at Dungeon Crawl Net. Of course, our website, dungeoncrawlnetwork.com, where you can find all of our shows, our past archives for Tales of Tamriel, as well as some of our other shows, including the newest one on our network, From the Ashes, our Ashes of Creation podcast. We are up to, well, I guess on Monday will be 22 episodes already. We've been going at it for like 22 weeks. It's pretty impressed with that, seeing as no one else has been able to maintain a weekly show this early on. So it's because they're weak. They don't have the dedication.
Man, it's been like 22 weeks though. Like,
yeah, since we started. Yeah.
I mean, 22 weeks is 5 months.
Yeah. We've almost gone a half a year of that show. And I mean, we're seeing some growth on that, which I'm really excited about. But obviously, we want it to grow more. So if you have a passing interest in that game, or just want to support us and listen to my Theis's voice, because Theis is on that show as a main host. So she is on almost every single episode. Not every one, because if we have to do a segment that had community members, obviously her time is limited, so we can only record when she can. You'll be able to listen to her again, which you probably haven't heard from her since, I think, episode 30, 35 on here. Well, I guess she did come back on episode 100 of Tales of Tamriel, but not as a, recurring, just as a guest at that point. But, so if you missed Theis and want to hear her, definitely check her out on From the Ashes. So, thank you guys. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next week in Tamriel. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
When Akatosh slew Lorcan, he ripped his heart right out. He hurled it across Tamriel, and the heart was heard to shout, red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Seer it fell, and like a dart shot to its mark down in an alien well. Magicka fused the Lorcan blood to crystal red and strong. Then wild elves cut and polished it down to Chimel at a ball. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. When elves lost Nirn to men, Akatosh gave the stone to Saint Alesh in token of her right to sit the throne. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. Red diamond, protect us till the end.